glorious Saturday to you all. It is Saturday. I checked double this morning, Jeremy. I'm Dean Gartelos, and with me, my friend and colleague,
Jeremy Griffiths, one more.
Greetings to all who made the trek up to Breckenridge, and welcome to all who did not and are tuned in for the broadcast. What a great day for hockey.
Great day for hockey, not such a great day for a commute up the mountains. You can see we're a little short-staffed today. We got 10 skaters and a goalie, so it'll be a challenge for the boys. At least there won't be any questions about who's up next.
That's right. Think we should see quick shifts, make those shifts count.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see a little puck control. Make sure you make the smart puck control decision. If you get into trouble, ice it and pick your chances, right?
Agreed. Smart hockey. The boys had gathered at the cage, advice from the leadership. Let's get at this thing and play hard. Start us off. Looks like we'll see Lembke, Sullivan, Jennings, Griffiths. Good to see 4-1 back on the ice. And Kim at the blue line with Gartsy between the pipes. Solo pressed into action on defense. And pitter-patter, let's get at her. Face-off controlled by Mtn Militia. They'll break out and into the zone. Deep. Dakota's there first, plays it off their guy. Towards the net, wide. Near side now. Lembke crossways. One touch, onside play to Sullivan. Militia will try it again. In with speed at the blue line. Stick handle through. Shot, save. And no rebound. Boy, that got exciting. Dipsy doodled his way through. Gartsy locked it down. And we'll get set. Defensive zone draw to his left.
Yeah, that's head down watching the puck right there. If the forwards get their hands moving quick, it's hard for the defense not to get mesmerized, but you got to stay disciplined, keep your body in front of their body. Don't even watch the puck.
Play to the corner. Militia tries to toe drag around Alfie. He has having none of it. Grabs the puck, moves it up and out. And it looks like we're not yet counting shots at the score box. And that's a goal! Lembke, top cheddar. Wow, that was a beauty rip. Top shelf where mommy hides the cookies. And that will put our Cougars up 1-0.
Yeah, I'm glad we capitalized on that one. I don't think we're going to see turnovers like that very often.
No.
So when we see that pass right to the high slot, that's a great time to take advantage.
Indeed. And that, if you're going to make this drive, is the right way to start the game. Keep that pressure up, Cougars. Militia enters the zone. Back check on him immediately from Kukic. Well played 4-2. Puck still in the zone, though. Down low. Alfieri, with their forechecker, moves it to the boards. Emmons will put it back down behind to Sharkey. He'll grab it. Militia working, trying to set it up. Tucker joins the fray. Emmons will pick his pocket and make his way up the ice with the puck. He's got help. He'll dump it in deep and press the puck himself. Militia will reverse around, go the far side. There we go, tape to tape. Lembke on his stick, have a shot. He does, save, rebound loose. Kept in. Good teamwork there at the blue line. Jennings will bump it by and down low towards the net. Centering pass, bouncing at the high slot. Gathered in by Jennings. Jets right there in a flash. Boy, a bit of a lob wedge. Sullivan will glove it down. Tape to tape, Jennings. Here we go. Down low to Lembke. Militia pulled it out, and they'll try to break out. Move down the ice. Nice hip check there by Solo. Centering pass, save. Wow. Again, got exciting. Again, nothing doing. And here come the Cougars with speed. Jet has help from Lembke. Shot just wide. Shot, save, and the goalie holds on. That'll get a set offensive zone over to his right. Boy, Jeremy, action down in front of our crease. But well played squad effort, goalie and defense to get the save and get the puck up and out of the zone.
Yeah, I don't think Solo got enough of that hip check that he threw, and the guy squeaked by, and then it was kind of pick your poison for the other defenseman. So bad turnover there.
It worked out. Here they come. Shot, nope, wide. Puck to the near side. Militia forecheck going. They'll circle behind the cage to the point. Walks it to the high slot. Shot, wide. They have a plan, Jeremy. Pass up to the high slot again. Kept in, near point. Shot, doesn't get through, blocked by Kim. Short pass to Emmons to break out. There it is, Emmons laying the lumber, reverse hit. A kid twice his size, out away 4-4. What'd you call him, 140 pounds of fury?
110. He's got to eat a big breakfast to get to 140.
Out away, but here comes the Militia. This is their guy. Shot, save, and no rebound. That'll do. 9-2 on their squad. He leads their team in points, and you can tell he wanted to go. And once more, Gartsy locks it down. Defensive zone faceoff. I see Sullivan, Lembke, Sharkey, Jennings. Lembke on the move. Shot, save. Shot again. Boy, Lembke with three of their guys. Well played, James. They look to clear it. They do get it to the neutral zone. Sharkey gathers it in. We clear the zone. Turn. It's live. Jet will press. And there's a souvenir for the fans. Up and out of play. That'll give us, I think, an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, I don't think Cougars got a hand of it, so that should be down in the zone.
Face-off is contested. Now Militia has it. They'll look to break out, but Sharkey hops the pass, gets the red line and the blue line, and has it poked away. Once again, that's their guy. You're going to look for them probably to take some chances here. Sharkey towards the cage, has helped the slot to Jennings. Shot, save, behind the net. Corner, Jet has it, drops it for Sharkey. Moves it to the boards to Jennings. Shot, save, rebound is loose, still loose. Juicy rebound there, let's go. Shot, save, loose, rebound. Kicked away by the D. Boy, goalie tried to grab him. Back to the neutral zone, we regroup. Militia into the zone. Shot, save. Once more, no rebound, gobbled up. That'll do. Defensive zone face-off and fresh legs coming for the Cougars. Jeremy, we always say just barely is way better than not quite.
Just barely is a lot
Way
better than not quite.
That's
okay.
right.
All right. Yeah, I'll take it.
If it's going to be a close play, and here we go. Kukic chips it up and out. On the move. Get going, Emilio. Drops it for Tucker. He'll press ahead. Militia will try it again the other way. Pressure again from Emilio. Up to the neutral zone. Emmons will put it back in, but not deep. And here come the Militia on the move. Well played there by Griffiths. Just like you were talking about, Jeremy, not watching the puck, playing the body and getting the puck in the process. Looks like they're offsides to me.
Yeah.
Ref says they're not, so they play on. And he's got a better view than I have. Dakota off their guy, stick into the zone to Sullivan. Bouncy puck flopping around. Brady right there. Good battle, 9-6. And Militia will try the other way with it. Oh boy. Solo's right back to him. Sweeps the puck away. Well played defensively. Gartsy paddles it back to Solo. Onside play to Lembke. And there's a player down, which will draw the whistle. And you see him pop up, hopefully not worse for the wear. You don't want to see anybody get hurt in a game like this. Face-off, won by the Cougars. Dumped in deep from Sharkey. Here come the Militia. Sharkey gathers it in, short pass to Kukic. He'll move with speed at the red line and the blue line. Centering pass all the way over to Alfie. Big hit right at their bench. We return the favor. Not sure if that's going to end up being a penalty.
No, it looks like it was an offside call there.
Offsides, puck outside the zone. Connection difficulties. My apologies. It is recording, so it'll get to YouTube. Puck will score it all the way free. That's a live play. Alfie will check his shoulder. Militia circling at the slot, have it poked away, picked up by Lembke. Short pass to Sullivan. On the move here. Down to the corner. Poke to the near corner. Sharkey will step to it. Jet covers the point. And Militia will gather it in and try to break out.
Do you want to try a Wi-Fi hotspot?
I do. I just asked Chrisanne to see if she would find somebody with a Verizon hotspot. I have AT&T, and the connectivity's not great.
I've got one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Here, if you can steer for a minute, give me a minute to set it up.
That's great. Puck around. Shot doesn't get through in the corner now. Boy, they want that home run pass. They don't quite get it. Dakota read it, got behind him. Pass to the boards. Dakota up to Kukic. Ahead with pressure comes Emmons. Poked away by Militia. Regrouped there by Kukic.
No, apparently I don't have Wi-Fi hotspot.
Up and into the zone, and another souvenir for the fans. Neutral zone face-off. I'm hopeful that it maybe is a router that had to reset on their side. Battle down low. Puck near side. Kim steps to it. Steps away from pressure. Tucker covers the point. Boy, little hook. No call, no problem. Keep playing hockey. And here it comes ahead. Foot race with Tucker. But it's icing. And that will get us back to the offensive zone. So it'll kill itself, and you'll be able to see in a sec.
Okay.
Face-off, shot, save. Rebound up high. Put back towards the net. Shot doesn't get through. Militia, here they come through the neutral zone. Again, this is their guy. Goes wide, pulls up, shot. Well played defensively. Griffith's stick put it to the boards. And now on his stick, he'll take a step and a look and get it in past the red line. That's an onside play. Their goalie will try to settle it behind the cage. Lemke's right there on the forecheck. Jet there as well. And they move ahead with it. Pushed wide once more by Sharkey. Looking to feed to the far point. Shot wide. And out and down the ice. That puck's alive. Sullivan and one of their guys will skate to it.
That's one of those consequences when you take a wide-angle shot and you miss the net. It's a good breakout for the other team.
Militia working in the corner. Alfie right there to battle. Shot wide to the point. Back down low. Let's get this puck up and out, fellas. Near point now. Shot, save, and once more no rebound. Gartzy with control. And that'll get us set inside the zone to his right. Face-off, won by Tucker. Pushed down to the corner. Sharkey's there. Puts it to the boards. Tucker will gather it in and take a step. Moves to the neutral zone to Emmons. Back to Tucker, who will backhand it in. Kukic there on the forecheck. Militia's right there with it, too. Behind the cage, Emmons joins. Militia looked to break out. Well played there by Sharkey. Read it, poked it right by. Emmons goes to work in his office. Near side now to Alfie. Interesting. Militia looked to break out.
Yeah, kind of ran out of real estate there, didn't they?
Yep. Back check. Solid effort there. And will possess and look to break out. Crossways, opens the ice. Emmons to Tucker on the move. Pulled away by Militia. Fresh legs for the Cougars. Centering pass put to the corner by Lembke.
Good check by the Zebra there.
Yep. Good look from Lembke. Back down to Jet. Bouncy puck to the corner. Jennings up to the point. Dakota pops it. Shot, save, rebound loose. Nope, that was Jennings. Or was it Dakota? That was Dakota. Shot up over, around. Kept in at the point by Kim. Lembke there. Everybody trades back. High slot from Sullivan. Shot, stick on puck over the cage. And they will pitchfork it up and out. Lembke in, onside shot. Glove saved by their goalie, and he holds on for the whistle.
You know, I like that simple shot on net right there. This goaltender, I don't think, is the stronger of their two goaltenders. I want to see a lot of rubber to the net, especially with our minimal staff that we got available on the bench. Just get pucks to the net and hope for good things.
Shots, shots, shots. And I agree, no such thing as a bad one going towards the white jerseys. Battling on the boards there. Puck comes out at the boards. Boy, I was leaning on Dakota. Right at the point there. Good battle. Puck's loose. Deej comes out with it, but gets bodied off the puck. High slot shot. And Gartzy's there with a glove and gets the whistle. So, Jeremy, opinion, please.
Mm-hmm.
At what point does a check to knock a guy off the puck become interference?
So the play is you can't deny a player, or the rule is you can't deny a player progress to the puck. If he has control of the puck, he's fair game. If he does not have control of the puck, say stick length a little bit farther away, and you get in his way, that is the interference call.
Thank you very much. So you can't impede a player's ability or progress to play a puck that he's not in possession.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
And then there are other subtleties to the interference call, like if a player drops their stick and you whack their stick away. So there's other situations where an interference call is the right call.
Shot doesn't get through. Blocked by, looked like Emmons. That's a labor of love blocking shots, I'll just tell you. And here we go the other way. Kukic has help from Tucker. Shot, save, far boards. It hopped our stick to the neutral zone, still hopping. Hopefully just a little bit of a stinger there for Emmons. Massive humanity there below the net. We come out with the puck. Jet skates to space. In a flash, he's down the ice. Pulls up. And the Militia goes the other way with it. Onside play, pushed wide. Shot, Blocker to the corner, now behind the net, to the far point. They walk it, high slot, shot bouncing towards the net, kicked away by Griffiths. And off the glass and out and down the ice. And that is a fine play from my perspective. A little bit too much activity in our zone. Griff put it down the ice off the glass, get a whistle, and regroup.
Yep. With minimal staff, that's a good play. Like if you were gonna nitpick, maybe go a little bit higher off the glass because we did have a player behind their defense. Go a little higher off the glass, a little bit less north-south.
He saw the fans over the glass. He didn't want to hurt anybody. It was an intentional play.
Could definitely drop down behind him, though.
So we'll get going here. Defensive zone, they're holding our stick. No call, no problem. Keep playing, and we do. Jet pops out, has Lembke at the slot. Chat, oh boy, good read. Just didn't connect. We'll regroup out of the zone. Oh boy.
Let's not turn the puck over there, guys.
That got exciting. No worries, keep playing. Up and out. And there we go. Sullivan with speed. Jet joins him in the play. Shot, and that's a goal! Brady Sullivan, once more, top shelf where Mommy hides the cookies. Goalie dropped, Brady saw it and buried it, and it's 2-0. Good guys.
Yep, good shot there. Good breakout. That was an example of, hey, get it off the glass, tip it by the guy, and win the race. If it doesn't get by the guy or you don't win the race, that opportunity doesn't happen. But Brady is sure able to put that puck where he wants it.
Good stuff. Keep it working now. Puck right at the red line. Both teams battling. Militia gathers it. They'll push it back to the D and come near side. Sharkey read it, grabs it, hops in. Onside play, cuts to the slot. Shot, save, rebound loose. Cleared away by the D. Up to the neutral zone. Alfie's right there. And he puts it right back into play. We got to clear the zone. We do. Nope, they're going to say we're off.
Still offside.
Still off. There we go. Alfie will glove it down. We clear the zone. Onside re-entry. Alfie threads the needle. Pass centering, and their goalie drops that blocker down to freeze the puck. No, he does not. But the ref lost sight and blew the whistle. And that's how it's actually supposed to work, I think.
Yeah, 45 seconds left in the first period here. For those of you who didn't know why that delayed offsides was so long delayed, it's because though all the Cherokee Trail players did come up to tag up, they have to all be outside the zone at the same time, and they kind of sequentially were offside. So
it was like a relay, not a tag up.
Correct.
But no matter, fast clock on the wall, 30 seconds remain in this period. Sharkey at center ice, and he'll dump it in deep. Forecheck from Emmons. Their goalie settles behind the cage. Kukic is right there. Drops it for Emmons. Emmons to Kukic. Centering pass, a little sauce to the slot at the hash marks, and they push it down the ice. That's all the way down. That looks like icing to me. And it is. That'll give us a puck drop in the offensive zone to wind down this period, 8.3 seconds.
Yep, I mean, boys are doing good so far. I hope they can keep the pace up with just two lines. But I feel like they're looking good.
Well, smart plays, right? I don't see them making plays that are going to put them out of sorts, right?
No, they're definitely picking their spots
5
and
seconds, don't
making
give
the high
anything.
percentage play, right?
Nothing for free here. Griffiths, the smart play around the boards to kill the period. And it is 2-0. Guys, we're going to... All right, period number 2. Pitter-patter, let's get at her. We'll have to deal with the stream later. So good first period of hockey. Let's see how we follow it up. Puck to the point. Alfie sweeps it down. Militia will pick it up and carry ahead. They'll backhand it down low. Gartzy lets it go for Jet. Jennings will hit the brakes, push it near side to Griffiths. Griffiths tape to Sullivan to break out. Little poke there from their guy. Puck ahead into the zone. Griffiths will play to the corner. They'll push to the far boards. Doesn't get through. Up into the neutral zone, and they'll dump it in. They clear the zone. That puck's alive Forechecks going, so is Alfie. Their guy picks it up, moves towards the net. Hooked away by Sullivan. Good battle down low with Griffiths. Militia will try it again the other way. At the slot, to the dot, back to the wall, into the point. D to D. Backside. And here we go. Cougars on the move. Jennings will dump it in and get a change. Smart play. Their goalie settles it. Kukic will press. And the puck. And Jeremy, it looks like we got caught with a lot of bodies.
Yep, too many men on the ice. I don't know why Dakota was so anxious to go serve that penalty, but he really wanted to.
So, a little bonding action in the box, father and son. And we will go to work shorthanded on the game's first penalty kill for the Cougars. Penalty killers look like Tucker, Kim, Kukic, and Sharkey. To the high slot. To the boards. Shot doesn't get through. High slot, shot. Up over the crossbar. Pushed away by Kim. Militia working down low.
So if you notice, their high goal scorer is right in the slot.
Yep.
Right at the top of the crease. So he must get a lot of deflections or clean up a lot of garbage on the rebounds.
Yep. Shot, save. Cleared to the boards by Sharkey. Backside, down low. Towards the wall. They're looking for their lane. Walk to the high slot, back to the top of the circle. Walked in, shot, save. No rebound. And you called it. Their guy looking for a juicy rebound. Gartsy says nope, and Sharkey's right there. Says, I don't care what happens, you're not getting that puck.
Yeah, so subtle thing to keep an eye on here. We are at 14 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second period, but you can already see some signs of fatigue setting in. So on the penalty kill, you want to see a lot of straight line movement, back and forth, stops and starts, and we are seeing some looping on the defensive penalty kill. So just keep an eye on that. What happens is your penalty killers get out of position if they start taking loops instead of making stops and starts and staying in the shooting lanes.
Good observation. We'll see how it plays out. We're halfway through the PK now. A little more towards the net. And it goes. I think they're going to say did they bump the net off? The ref's talking it over. Yep, net was off. Let's see if they wave it off because they should. Are they going to give them the goal or are they going to say the net was off? Because it was an awkward way it went in that short post. They are going to call it a goal. It was awkward the way it snuck in that post. Net was off, but they say, I guess, good goal. And coach is saying, hey, if the net was off and you know it was off and it snuck in where the net should have been, then why are you calling it a goal? But they are reticent to take something off the board. So we will go to work now. 2-1, lead the Cougars. And that power play goal gives life to the Militia. Emmons, fresh out of the box, hops a stick, moves down low to Kukic. Back to Emmons. Bumped off the puck. They chip it in. Griffiths will get back to it first. Up to the point, hop their stick into the neutral zone, pressure. Kicked forward. Goalie come out and play it. Oh, boy.
He almost buried it.
Shot, save, and the goalie holds on. Good sequence. Good save by their goalie, good recovery. But, boy, he almost had a nice goal.
That was almost the sickest backhand finish I've ever seen. All right, so for those of you on the broadcast, every now and then we do get text messages from people watching the broadcast with questions. So there was no second guy in the box. We only had one penalty on the Cherokee Trail side. It was a 2-minute men on the ice penalty, and it was a 2-minute penalty, and they did score on the power play. The Mountain Militia team did. So
shot saved, turned outside, and then another shot up into the netting. The reason I said there was bonding in the box, it was because father and son, Ryan's father was in there with him.
Right.
So when I said there's a couple guys in there, that's what it was.
Yeah. Family time.
Inside 13 minutes in the second period, and the puck will come out of the zone. That means their guy put it into the netting on his own. And Michael, with a basket-style catch, say hey.
Yeah. Handles the infield fly.
Up and out. Kim heard me. Hit Jennings. Came wide. Shot just wide. Good defensive play by their guy. They try to fly. Griff's read it. Stayed with him. Will push him wide. Shot outside the net. Well played by Griffiths. Offsides. They'll bring it out to the neutral zone. We'll see if it goes to the dot or to center. Just to the dot. Works for me. That'll bring Tucker, Emmons, Kukic with Sharkey and Alfie. Kukic controls, gives it to Alfie, plays it up ahead to Tucker. A lob wedge down the ice. They're going to say that puck's alive. Tucker's there first, sweeps it away. We set up in the zone, crossways to Alfie. Shot just wide to the corner. Little whack puck here, up and down the ice. That looks like icing. The ref says that it is, and that'll give us an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, really nice cross-ice pass from Austin to the far side D. A little bit higher risk play there, so good that it completed. But one of those lower percentage plays that maybe the smart, easy plays to reverse it right back down to the corner, keep it low. But worked out okay in this case.
Face-off, Jet, shot, par, rang the bell up into the netting. Good hard shot from 2-7. Inch lower. On the next one, please. Sullivan to the face-off circle with Lembke and Jennings and Alfieri and Sharkey behind him at the blue line. Face-off, one to Jennings. Shot, save, rebound. Boy, they sneak out. They really want to bury behind. Gartzy will play it to the boards to Sullivan, who'll bang it up and out. They'll put it in. Funny bounce. Read well by everybody. Jennings. Sauce to Lembke. Back. Shot. Open net. Turned him inside out, and the goalie dives on it.
That's one of those you call Swedish no finish.
Boy, it had all the makings of a beauty, though. I like that they're moving the puck like that, though, Jeremy. Those short passes, when you connect, are effective. I don't want to see him give up on it, but let's just finish.
Yeah, those quick touch passes in close. I mean, the defenseman heart rate is already sky high when you're down there in the hash and in the slot. So getting him turning around like a turnstile is a good strategy.
Forecheck hard. Kim will battle behind the cage. Oh, boy. Well played, Griffiths. Got it to the boards, but not out of harm's way yet. Griffiths pulls it away from pressure. Plays it off their guy to Tucker, who'll move it ahead to Emmons and chip it by and into the zone. Kukic will press. Forecheck, out of way.
And there's that reverse play we just talked about.
Yep. They'll move it up and out to the neutral zone with speed at the blue line. To the near point. Shot. Blocker puts it to the corner. Good shot, good save. Off their guy's skate. Griff will put it behind the net. To the other corner where Tucker will reel it in. Played off the boards, up and out. Emmons will pursue. Gathered in by Lembke with speed at the blue line. To the dot. Centering pass, shot, save, rebound, loose. And the goalie covers. Good pressure there. Good play, Emmons to Lembke to the net. Good save by their guy. But I like that pressure.
Yep.
Under 10 minutes now in this second period.
Yeah, and good smart forecheck going on by Cherokee Trail. Just send in one guy trying to, in the offensive zone, funnel their guys to the middle of the ice, and then as they break out, if they are successful in getting past our forecheck, funnel them from the inside out once they get past that red line. So just a good, efficient, conservative forecheck going on with our minimal staff.
Onside now for the Militia. Towards the net. Wow, well played defensively. And here we come the other way. Sullivan with Jennings. Swept to the corner by their guy. Sullivan still with it. Goes to work down low. Jennings will join. Militia comes out with it. Lembke will cut him off. And up through the neutral zone. Sharky's there. So's their guy. Sharkey will cut off his back foot, finds space, takes it, skates by him, protects puck with his body, into the zone. Here we go. Centering pass, backside, towards the net, save, rebound, loose. Still loose, have a shot, Jet. Bam. Off their guy, still in play. Oh, boy. And that's, don't wait. Hey, that's a goal. They're going to call it a high stick. And we'll see. It looked like maybe it was above his waist, but I will say this. If you're going to let an off-net goal in, why not a high-stick goal?
I'm just happy the boys gave that one a try. Like, you don't get those situations very often, so why not? Like, try it, flip it over the net, see if you can bounce it in off the goalie's butt. So
I agree. It was fun to watch.
Right.
All right, defensive zone face-off. Tucker will take it. Is contested. We come out with it, though, does Kim. Circle behind the cage. Near side to Emmons. Swing and a miss. We're off in a hurry the other way is Kukic. They're all up his back. He skates away from them. Boy, gets hit right at the boards. No call, no problem. Keep playing hockey. Emmons. They break out to center ice into the zone. They're going to say that puck's alive. Their guy will get there first. Tucker will join him. There we go. Up and out of the zone. There we go.
Yep.
Puck's alive. Emmons on the forecheck. Militia, glove down by Griffiths, plays it to his stick. Nope, gets swept down into the zone. Centering pass through traffic. Good stick check there from Emmons. Kept him from getting possession right through the slot. And they will put a pitch and wedge down into the zone. Kim will get there first, check his shoulder, sees their guy coming, moves it D to Griffiths. Back to Kim. Up through the neutral zone, off their guy. Jennings will harass him. Out of way, Jet. He'll retreat all the way back. And Militia will move through the neutral zone. Onside play. Poked away. Jennings now with possession. Skates away from pressure. Slash. No call. Keep working. Jennings through their guys. Shot. Save. Don't know where that puck went. Going to the netting. Anybody see?
Yeah, must have gone out of play. They're looking
Must
for
have
a
gone
new
out of
puck.
play. Good move by Jennings. Split their guys, went towards the net. Their goalie made a nice save. .6:59 left in this second period. We regroup in a hurry. Jennings with possession, onside play. Shot, save, and the goalie holds on. And that'll give us another offensive zone face-off. Face-off, contested, still contested. Now chipped up into the neutral zone. But we possess, nope, knock it in deep, out of way jet. Goalie will settle it behind his own cage. Forecheck is there, so is the defense. To the boards here. Militia will look to break out. Back check on him immediately from Lembke, out of way, James. Well played by Lembke and Sullivan. Militia will retreat back and try it again. Pressure this time from Emmons. Good poke there from Ryan. They put it to the corner. They'll try up this side. Poked by Sharkey. That harassing forecheck, man, or back check, it's interesting. But now they found space into the zone. Sullivan says, no, you're not getting by. Well played there. Good squad effort. They're out. They're offsides. The puck got to go first. And, you know, that's a goal. But their guy never left the zone, and the puck did. And that hurts. But no matter. Ref says it's a goal, so I'll believe him. That'll put us to work now. Tie game. Tucker steps to the dot. Back to Griffiths. Crossways out of the zone. Kukic will press. Here they come. This is their guy. He wants to go. Well played there by Solo, but not out of the zone yet. I'm not sure what they called there. Did you see it, Jeremy?
No, they gave somebody something. It looks like it's a penalty on the Mountain Militia. Right here, the signal is interference.
2 minutes for interference. That'll give the Cougars our first power play of the day. Got to make it count here. Opportunity knocks, Jeremy.
Yeah, a good chance to climb back on the board after, you know, a goal or two that couldn't have been, but ended up on the board nonetheless.
Jennings at the faceoff circle wins it back to Sharkey. Near side to Sullivan. High slot to Sharkey. Back to Sullivan. He'll walk down low. One-timer shot. Just wide, back behind the net. They'll give it a ride up and down the ice. That puck's alive. Sharkey will be back to it. Forechecker coming. It settles behind the cage. Picked up by Sullivan. Pass up to Lembke. To Sullivan in stride. Towards the net. Pushed off the glass. Kept at center ice by Sharkey. Good play, 8-1. We clear the zone. Back in, onsides with speed. To Kim, to Sharkey, to Kim. Crossways, nope. Yep, to Sullivan. Boys trying to set it up. Shot, save, and the goalie holds on. 45 seconds remain in the power play.
Wholesale line change. 3:57 left in the second. We're in a tie hockey game.
That'll bring Griffiths, Tucker, Kukic, Emmons, and Alfieri. Let's go. Let's get it done now. Tucker wins it to Kukic. Down to Tucker in the corner. They give it a ride up and out of the zone. That'll get down the ice. Puck's alive. Gartzy will settle it for Dakota. Griff will turn with speed. Harassment from their forechecker. Now we open it up. On the move is Kukic. inside 20 seconds of the penalty. To Alfieri, crossways to Tucker. And they'll push it up and down the ice. That puck's alive. Alfieri will get there first. The waning moments of the power play. If you're going to do something, do it now. Maybe not that. Power play over. Militia into the zone. Alfieri there, puts it to the boards on the near side. Shot wide to the far side. Tucker working, comes out with the puck. Chipped up and out. Good tip there by Sullivan. But that looks like icing, and the ref says it is. 2:42 left in this second period. Knotted up at 2. Defensive zone faceoff forthcoming.
Still out shooting the Mountain Militia here by a couple shots, but I think it's getting tighter and tighter. We definitely are spending less time in the offensive zone.
It seems that way. Up and out of the zone. They put it right back in. They're offsides. They see it this time. They enter. Onside play. Centering past. Puck flopping around. Carried up and out by Sullivan. Let's go, B. Down behind the net, Lembke's there. Good play by Alfieri. Glove down by Sullivan to his stick. Here comes the Militia the other way. Good play there from Sharkey. Get it up by their guys. Here we go. Sullivan towards the net. Hash mark shot. Save. Rebound is loose. Let's go now. Lob wedge up and out. Bouncing puck. That's their guy. Alfieri right back to it. Well played by 2-1. And picked up by Carter Sharkey. He'll circle behind the cage with speed. Inside a minute and a half now. All the way down. And that's icing. Didn't get the tip there at the blue line. So defensive zone face-off. 1:19 here in the period, Jeremy.
Yeah, I am seeing some signs of fatigue. We talked about circling on the power play, but the puck pursuit has also laid off a little bit of, I don't think I'm going to be the first guy to the puck, instead of making sure you're the first guy to the puck. So just a change in mindset and something that mentally the guys are going to have to battle in the third.
Yep, get to brain tells the legs territory. Shot up over the net. Rebound near side. Off the glass. Militia still there. 1 minute remaining in the period. They want a far side shot, save. Picked up now by Tucker. Up and into the neutral zone. Onsides now. Kukic towards the net. Little hook there. No call, no problem. Have a shot. Bouncing. Fast clock on the wall. They clear it up and out of the zone. Tucker on his stick puts it right back in. We clear the zone. Puck's alive. 30 seconds in the period. Forecheck from Kukic. He comes out with the puck. Towards the net. Save. Rebound loose. Still loose. Behind the net. And they will put a lob wedge down the ice. And once more, Militia thumping on the little guy. And he thumps back.
Looks like no call on the play. Mountain Militia was upset because Ryan was living in tight quarters with their goaltender. Their defenseman was trying to pull him off. Actually, smart play instead of ramming Ryan right onto their goaltender. But Mountain Militia definitely wanted something out of that contact with their goaltender.
Puck was loose. Talking over with our bench, but I'm not sure why. I think they're asking why the faceoff's out of the zone. And it is. So 19 seconds, faceoff. Contested, controlled by Militia. Nothing for free here. Alfieri will get there first. Forecheck coming hard, under 10 seconds now. Chipped up and out of play. 2 seconds in the period. Defensive zone face-off. Just be good and solid on this face-off. Sullivan at the dot. They try to put it right at the net, but it doesn't get through. And that will do it for period number 2. Jeremy, an interesting period to me. A couple of fluky bounces, I'll call them. So we will go to the locker room, we'll get some fresh ice, and we'll see if we can get the live stream going.
There we go. Yeah, hopefully the boys, get in the locker room, keep their legs up, get a little bit of blood rushing out, and don't let that lactic acid settle so they can get back on top of the game.
Agreed. All right. Fresh ice made. Players rested and coached up. Third period coming up, Jeremy.
Yep, a little bit of wet ice out there still, so the boys are going to have to really be mindful of handling the puck early, but it'll dry out as the period wears on. 17 minutes left to go.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Let's play some hockey. Into our zone, centering pass swept away by Sullivan. Boy, that happened fast, but here we go. The other way. Sullivan with speed gets the blue line. Lembke on the far side. Shot, save, and the goalie holds on.
So I got to be honest, like that felt like it was a threatening opportunity early for Mountain Militia. But those blind passes, you win the race to the puck and you just blindly throw it in front of the net. That is a turnover 7 out of 10 times.
Yes.
You have to find your target.
Yep.
Oops.
Puck squirts free. Alfie let it get to Sharkey, who put it right back into the zone. Now they say offsides. Good eye by the officials. We clear. Their goalie puts his stick out every time we skate by. It's been an observation.
The Militia are definitely trying to stretch the ice a little bit too. Their 92 is hanging out a little bit farther up the ice behind our guys.
Yep.
So something else to be aware of.
Puck's alive. We'll get a change. And Militia will enter the zone. Swept away by Kukic. Good play, Emilio. He'll press. Emmons with him. Shot. And that's a goal! Laser from Kim at the point, tipped by their guy to the back of the net. And that's what I like to see. Atta-way, Solo.
Yeah.
A wise man earlier said you like to see shots at the cage earlier, I think is what you said, sir.
And just throw it at the net. You never know what's going to happen. I tell you what, it's not how, it's how many. And we'll take it. It's a great way to break a 2-2 tie.
You know that's right. Tucker. Contested play here in the neutral zone. Bump down low. Griffiths will get there first. Forecheck coming hard from Militia. Griffiths will slingshot around. Up through the neutral zone. Gets the blue line. Onside play. Splits their guys. Puck towards the net. Bouncing in the slot. Cleared away to the point. Solo kept it in. Skates by their guy. Poked away. Drops it for Griffiths. Moves it towards the net. Save. Turned aside. Emmons there. Puts it behind the cage to Tucker. Let's get another here, boys.
Yeah, and goals like that, they have a kind of a shark in the water kind of effect. As soon as they see one softie like that go in, you're going to see a lot more shots from weirder places coming at the net.
Yep. Boy, fancy hands there from Kukic. Shot, save, and the goalie holds on. I like that puck movement.
Good puck movement. Just a very, very well recovered goalie. Was in position and made that save.
Yep. Offensive zone. Jet will step to the face-off. He wins it back to Sullivan, who puts it off their guy, bouncing across the slot. Lemke's there to work at it. So is the Militia, and they will throw it down the ice. Tipped. That puck's alive. Forecheck coming hard. Alfie's there. Man on. Gartsy lets him know. He plays it to the boards. Up ahead to Jennings. back into the zone. That actually is alive. It's not offsides because we put it in ourselves, I think, Jeremy.
That's correct.
But Militia didn't recognize it, so they let it go. So Jennings with speed at the red line and the blue line. Tiptoes by the ref. Front of the net! Oh, boy. Boy, that hard cut in front of the net almost paid off.
Yeah, that's not a play that you see a lot very often. Players are kind of afraid to drive to the net like that. That's Glenn Anderson from the 1980s Oilers team.
And that is a second goal they will go ahead and wave off. First one they said was a high stick. This one they say was a kick, and honestly, it might have been a kick. It was skate to stick, but I'm not sure stick got there, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll keep
another.
throwing pucks at the net. You just
Absolutely.
tell the boys it's looking good. We're doing all the right things. You're going to get more opportunities.
Puck will fall. And you know what? Wave it off or not, that goalie's feeling it. Trickled right through 5-hole. So let's get after it. Puck's at the net. Lembke will press. I like the pressure here from the Cougars. On to Sharky's stick, centering pass far side. Alfieri will step to it. Carter is a big kid, strong kid.
Physical domination there in the corner.
Yep. It'll clear. We'll have to regroup. Puck movement. We're out of the zone, back in. Shot in to the corner. And down the ice. That looks like icing, and the ref agrees. So that will put us now, offensive zone faceoff, 13-12 here left in this contest. Cougars lead 3-2.
So big hit on the far side right in front of the opposing team's bench, and Alfie looks like he's feeling it. Not clear to me that he's not injured on that play. He's sitting down on the bench, not feeling great.
Boy, I don't like that at all. Face-off, controlled, shot, save, and the goalie holds on, and we'll reset and do it again. We'll keep an eye on Alfie. Hopefully he's all right. Just scrambled his eggs a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, coaches are checking on him. I don't see them checking any body part for movement problems. Looks more like perhaps a head issue.
Or maybe the wind knocked out.
Maybe.
Let's hope it's something that simple. Oh, boy, bouncing puck right at the net. Big pokies. Oh, boy. Oh, that got exciting. Like we say, Jeremy, just barely way better than not quite.
Yep.
Not out of harm's way yet. Got to get that puck up and out.
Another good confident play by Michael, too, to step up and play that puck even though he had a guy breathing down his throat.
Yeah, big pokies. It worked out, and we're down the other way now. On our stick, Kukic. Far boards up high. Have a shot. Just wide, near side now to the boards. Pushed up and right back in. Oh, it never made it out. Good play by Kukic. Emmons is there to press. A bit of a Malachi crunch there. Cleared up from behind by their big guy. Refs letting them play now. Put right back out into the neutral zone. Militia clears and back in on sides. Offsides, they call it this time. I like that. And here we go. Little sauce up ahead, tipped in by Lembke. No, they're going to say that's icing. Nope, tipped. Puck's alive. Sullivan comes out with it, circling. Oh, right through the slot. Picked up by the defense. They'll try to clear it up, but not yet out. Kept in by Sharkey. Stick handles away from one guy. Towards the dot. Stick handles by another. Goes behind the cage. To Griffiths. D to D. Shot coming. Save. No rebound.
Okay, we'll take a look here, see if Dakota comes off and Alfieri comes on.
Yep, I see Alfie hopping over the boards. He's all right. Tough
good.
Kid. Hopefully it was just a simple wind thing, not a head thing. These guys compete hard. Face-off, won by Jennings. Chipped up, but not yet out. Into the neutral zone now, but not by Sullivan. We clear the zone. Brady, glove down by Militia. They'll look to open it up. Pressed by Sullivan. They retreat back to their own corner. To the neutral zone. Jennings off the glass and into the zone. Goalie settles it behind the cage. Militia moving through the neutral zone, got the red line on net. Gartsy gloves it down, plays it to Alfieri, who moved the puck to Sullivan. But tipped, but on this side of the red line. And so the ref rightly calls icing. And that'll get us set in the defensive zone.
Panicky earthquake there for a second.
Well, my tripod, Jeremy, has seen better days. It's broken. I need to get a new one, but I also need to get leg pads. And they're going to get, anyway.
Leg pads first, huh?
Leg pads first. Kukic towards the net. Save, rebound loose in the slot. Picked up by Militia. Good play there by Kukic. Keep that going. Sharkey off the boards into the center ice. They're offsides. Nope, onsides. Kukic ahead at the red line, who dumps it in off their guy's lid, right in the bean, and will press it. They cycle the puck to the far side now. Tucker gets behind the net, picks it up, circles. Centering pass didn't get through. Harassment there down low by Sharkey. Tucker covers the point while Sharkey's down in the play. That looks like icing. And once more, it is. And that'll give us an offensive zone faceoff. Inside 9:30 in this contest. 3-2 lead the Cougars. Got to finish strong and finish smart and finish clean here. I see Jennings, Sullivan, and Lembke with Kim and Sharkey. Nope, Griffiths. Kim and Griffiths. Face-off, one. Short pass, backhanded shot, just wide, near side. Poked by Kim. Militia on the move with speed into the zone. Back check on him from Lembke. Well played. Puck to the near corner now. Centering pass. Puck loose. Well played defensively by Jennings and by Kim. No opportunity there. But here come the Militia. Short pass towards the net. Great defensive play by Lembke. Went right with his winger and tied up his stick. Nothing doing. They're going to try to come near side to the near point. Up and out. That's what needs to happen here. Strong on our sticks out of the zone, boys. Centering pass. Doesn't get through. And here we go. On the move. Got numbers. Sullivan towards the net. Save to the board. Sullivan's there. Behind the net. Still bouncing at his feet. Kept in by Kim. Out away solo. Short pass ahead. Easy call to make. Big trip. They yoinked his skates out. And that'll put us on the power play with 8:13 left in this game. Easy call to make.
I'm going to have to go home and look in the dictionary for the definition of yoink.
It's a technical term, Jeremy.
Okay.
Power play opportunity here. Tucker wins the faceoff to Sharkey. He walks it, moves it to the wall to Kukic. Back to Sharkey at the high slot. Near side to Tucker. Sharkey, high slot, walks it in, pops it, shot. And the goalie holds on. Good shot, good save.
You know, I'm going to age myself here, but I think very well that yoink could have been one of those pop-up graphics that came up in the old Batman show.
I think that you are right.
Biff, sock, pow, yoink.
Zoink for sure was there.
Okay.
And I think you might be right. Towards the net, and the goalie will seal it down.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you are missing out on a cornerstone of Americana.
Indeed. Blam, another favorite. I believe Kapow makes an appearance. Okay, offensive zone face-off. Lembke wins it back. I don't think that puck went where everybody thought it was going to, but no matter. We're back in on sides. Chandon with possession to the boards to Alfie. Crossways to Sullivan. Sharkey at the high slot. They give him space. Moves it down low to Jennings. Shot. Good opportunity. Let's keep going now. approaching the midpoint of the power play. Shot. Up, around, kept in at the point by Sharkey. To Sullivan. Backside to Alfie. Alfieri back to Carter. Sharkey will walk it, pop it, wide, put to the boards. Down to Jennings. Plays behind the cage to Lembke. Sweeps it around to Alfieri. Alfieri lets it go to Sharkey, who puts it back down low to Lembke. Pass over to Alfieri on the near side. And they chip it up and out on the move. Back check with them. Fantastic back check from Sullivan and Alfieri. Nothing doing. Bit of an odd man rush for the shorthanded team, but nothing absolutely given there. And the Cougars are back to it. In the waning moments here of the power play with speed at the blue line. Sharkey, just missed the post. They push it back to the neutral zone. 5 seconds now in the power play. Chandon circles away. And the power play is over. Both teams full strength. A couple of funny bounces, but it gets to Solo's stick. He'll reel it in, takes a step and a look. Sees what he wants down the ice with Lembke. Plays it off their guy to him. Their goalie will settle it behind the cage. Lemke's there first, along with their guy. And he puts a lob wedge up and down the ice. Dakota will gather it, move it off the boards to Sullivan, who put it deep. Emmons will press. Maybe that was Emmons, not Griffiths.
Yeah, it was Emmons.
I saw the 4 and the red shorts. Militia will come this way. They're in on sides. Bumped off the puck. Oh, they're going to call that. Are you kidding me? They get their guy or our guy?
I think they got their guy.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better because I didn't see a penalty by our guy.
I think Solo did a better job pinching off that hip check, same one that we saw in the first period.
Yeah.
And their guy was frustrated because he stopped his progress. So.
Well, that'll do.
Good job by Solo.
Strong play by 2-9. Power play opportunity. Let's see if we can pay off. Jennings at the faceoff circle. He's got Lembke and Sullivan with Kim and Griffiths at the blue line. Wins it back to Griffiths. He'll walk it, move it D to D. Solo, shot, stick in the lane, went to the back of the net. They clear it up, kept in by Sullivan. Sauce across to Kim, back to Griffiths. Shot through traffic, pad pass, out of way. Another shot turned aside. And they will pitchfork it down, but not all the way down the ice. Kept by Griffiths. Lembke will press. Moved around to Kim. Lets it go to Griffiths. Back to Kim. Down to Lembke.
Well, looks like we've got another delayed penalty coming.
Yep. Gartsy made his way to the bench. We get the extra attacker.
6-on-4 out there now.
Shot. A lot of bodies on the ice. Chandon circling, finds the lane. Save to the boards. Chandon will reel it back in. And they touch it.
Not sure that's what he had in mind.
I don't think so, but it worked. So that'll give us 56 seconds of a 5-on-3.
I mean, it may have been what he had in mind. Sometimes when you get that second penalty call, you give it to the other team so you can get that 5-on-3.
6-on-4 is a different game.
6-on-4 is a different game than 5-on-3 for sure. So I don't know. Maybe
and you
Shannon did the math and decided, I'd rather go 5-on-3.
You practice 5-on-3 a lot more than you practice 6-on-4.
You do indeed. You do indeed.
So I like it. Heady play there by 2-7, we'll call it. Get the two-man advantage. Get fewer of their guys on the ice. And Jennings will step to the dot. And he wins it back to Sharkey, but out of the zone it comes. 4 minutes remain in this game. Sharkey will gather it in and move with speed at the red line and the blue line. Surveys the ice, looking for the lane. Crossways to Sullivan. Well played by their guy. Got the puck up and out of the zone. Yeah. Jennings will get back to it.
A lot of Cherokee Trail players sneaking down. Yeah. Not very many guys above the top of the circle on that last one.
Jennings plays it to the corner. Use the ice in the space, fellas. There we go. Shot behind the net. And they clear it down the ice.
So in a 5-on-3, you have to win every race and make sure that you are outnumbering the other team on the puck, but you have to have control of that puck.
So first penalty over, 5-on-4 now. And Sullivan moves with speed into the zone, has help at the slot. And we got a lot of guys down low again. Sullivan through traffic, shot, save, rebound, loose, still loose. Picked up by Kukic. Back to Sullivan. Got Sharkey at the top. Squirts free. Sharkey short turn into the zone, but we're offsides. I didn't see who was still in the zone, but somebody must have been. 25 seconds remain in the power play. 2:41 left in this contest. Like to see a power play goal here.
Yeah, it must have been somebody on the far side.
Only five. That gives us Tucker, Emmons, Kukic, Alfieri, and Griffiths. One controlled by Kukic, into the zone he goes. They try to bump him off the puck. He's still there working, gets pulled down. No call, no problem. Bit of a twofer for their guy because he got Emmons too. Puck down the ice, 10 seconds remain in the power play. Griffiths with one guy pressing, circles from pressure. Gives it to Alfieri with speed. Plays it off their guy back to Griffiths. Strong edge work from Griffiths. Sense of urgency's picked up for the Militia. You can feel it a bit. They're banging a bit more. Fantastic work. Back check started inside the zone. And they're going to get Emmons, who got mauled by their guy. Somebody's chirping, but I can't tell who. Their bench is. And Emmons is in some discomfort. Hopefully he's all right. They're going to match up penalties, Jeremy. What did you see? I'm not sure I saw it.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened out in the middle. I know Ryan went for a hit, and it looked like their player was ready for it, 92. And then I'm not sure what happened after that, but Ryan's definitely in some discomfort. And the call on Ryan is an interesting one. It might have been he came high on the original hit, but I'm not sure what happened after the fact. The one referee closer to the camera made the call on Ryan. The other referee definitely called the penalty on the Mountain Militia.
So Emmons will finish the game in the box. And I love seeing the ref talk to the players about what happened. That kind of interaction, Jeremy, I think is so important.
Yeah. So I didn't have the camera pointed over there, but what happened was the referee came over and said, hey, we got you for a hold, which was probably the initial contact that he had with 9-2, and then got 9-2 on the Militia for a rough. So and the referee talking to him, just letting him know what he saw, and Ryan being able to take that knowledge, put it in his back pocket, and figure out some other plan of attack next time.
So with a one-goal game, under 2 minutes left, I think we're going to see, if they get possession in our zone, their goalie make his exit for the extra man.
Yeah, you'll definitely see that.
Name of the game is get the puck in their zone and control down there. Don't give them that opportunity.
For sure. I will say, though, that so 92 is their goal scorer, and he is in the box for the rest of the game. So advantage us from a personnel standpoint. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, but I agree. They're going to pull their goaltender. As long as Cherokee Trail keeps control of the puck, keeps moving it back and forth, I think we'll be all right.
Agreed. Just got to finish strong.
Hasn't been a particularly physical game. I'm actually kind of surprised they had the numbers on the bench. If they would have picked up their physical play and been more aggressive on the forecheck, probably would have worn us down a little bit faster. So, and they're ready to get started again here.
So face off outside the zone. I think at that far dot, 5-on-5.
Yep, that's where we're at.
Lembke, Sullivan, Jennings, Kim, and Sharkey. Let's go now. Face off one, back to Kim, and he'll put it into the zone.
Okay, so we're going to send one on the forecheck. Looks like we're going to stack up, yeah.
And they got one trying to get behind everybody, but he cannot. Pressure there from Sullivan. Goalie makes his way to the bench. Now the trick is don't let that empty net mesmerize, right?
Yeah, it seems like the thinking on that has changed. When I was growing up, it was get the blue line, get the red line, then take your shot because you did not want to surrender defensive zone face-off. But I've seen more and more players and more coaches just letting the players take that shot from their own zone.
Shot wide, far boards Jennings. He'll poke it up and out and down the ice, and that'll be icing. The fast clock on the wall, 55 seconds remain. And they will have the extra attacker, 6-on-5 in our zone. Face-off, contested. Sullivan possesses, and he will put a lob wedge bouncing towards the net. And that's a goal. That is an empty net goal from Brady Sullivan to seal this one. That makes it 4-2 with 47 seconds. Now, I will say this, Jeremy, anything can happen, so you got to finish this game.
Yeah, definitely can't let up. Still got to go out there and execute. Like I said, they've had good puck possession. The Cherokee Trail Cougars have this entire game. As long as they maintain that puck possession this last 47 seconds, should be nothing to worry about.
Face-off is contested. Still contested. Now Militia pulls it out. 40 seconds remain. They open the ice up, move it ahead into the zone. Griffiths will get there. 2 forecheckers coming. Pushed around in the near corner. Alfie's there. Gathers it in. Up and out and bouncing towards the net. Michael settles it. And hard up, but not yet out. Alfie will carry it and move it all the way down the ice. And that'll be icing with 12 seconds now in this game. And I don't mind the icing there. If you need a change, get the whistle, get the legs on the ice. Defensive zone face-off. Griffiths, Kim, Tucker, Kukic, and Lembke. Tucker at the dot. Face-off is contested. Pushed now to the boards. Behind the net, picked up by Griffiths. He'll battle with it. Their guy right on his back. 6 seconds now. 5, 2, 1, and that will do it. And that is a 4-2 Cherokee Trail victory. You climb the mountain and you come out with the dub, and the players will gather at the cage and celebrate as a team. And why not? That is a good weekend of hockey for this Cherokee Trail team, Jeremy.
Yeah, good job licking the wounds after that rough game up there in Fort Collins against WLTV. So good recovery, boys. Enjoy the spoils of war tomorrow, eating your chocolate bunnies and Easter eggs.
And lamb, if you're Greek. And now the best tradition in all of sports, the hockey handshake line. Respect the game, respect your opponent. You say, hey, well battled, and we will see you next time. But Jeremy, feels good. Make the trek, get out with the W, with what I thought looked like good hockey from these Cougars.
Yeah, it was good, especially with the limited staff. I mean, you could definitely tell that the tempo wasn't there, right? But but able still to control the puck, maintain puck possession, and not make mistakes. Get that 1-2-2 forecheck, or a 1-1-3 even, just to make sure you're defensively responsible, even though you don't have the gas to go at them 100%. So, yeah, well played.
Yeah, I like it, and you know what? You play the game that's there, not the game you want, right?
For sure.
So, good stuff. We will be back at it next week. We've got a series of games, I think, weekends and weekdays coming here to close out the season. So we'll be back at it a lot over the next 14, 17 days, something like that. So until next time, I will say onward and upward.